Hey YouTube, it's Lisa Bean coming at you with my week 36 post-op VSG surgery. I had my surgery on July 1st, 2013, weighing in at 266 pounds. And this week, at week 35, I weigh in at 186. That is a no pound loss since last week. It stayed the same. I did, however, see the scale fluctuate during the week. I have been weighing myself during the week now because I was trying to watch my sodium. However, I'm getting high amounts of sodium, and I was trying to watch it to see if that affects my weight, and it does, but the things that I eat have sodium in them. And then I also add sodium to some things I eat, so because I'm like a saltaholic, so I've been trying to curb that tremendously. But so no loss this week, but that's okay. I could say I was feeling a little bit frustrated, and then I went back and watched some old videos. Normally, if I feel a frustration coming on with my weight or where I should be, I go look at some old videos of some folks that had surgery quite some time, and I try to hook up in the weeks that they had surgery. So two people that I always go back and watch their old videos is VSG Tanya 2011. Tanya, I always use you ever as a reference. Going back to your videos have been an inspiration to me on my journey. So I usually go back around the same weeks that you were, and funny enough, your struggles at that time were somewhat similar. A 1 pound weight loss, sometimes not a loss, and it seems like you at the same time, at that 8 months mark, kind of feeling the same frustrations, some other temptations coming along and so forth. So I kind of have that resonate with me. The experience that you were having, I'm having, it's just a natural thing. The other person that I always go back and watch is Amy SD Mom. Amy, always watch her. Love her. She's I think she's going on her 5 years out from VSG surgery. So I will go back again, tally up the weeks alongside her, and it seems like since day of surgery with both women, we have lost about the same amount of weight at the same time. I mean, obviously, I'm saying from surgery. They obviously had lost weight before surgery, so they had some pounds off before, but from the date of surgery till their 8 months mark, we all lost about the same amount of weight, and the same kind of struggles were surfacing. So, it is comforting to know that it's normal. So that keeps me grounded through my journey when I look back at that and I see that people have the same frustrations and the same things going on at the same time. So 8 months out, I mean, what does that mean to me? Nothing really. I mean, I have tried to stay the same diet that I've been for quite some time now. I allow myself, I wouldn't say treats or so, but I allow things in my diet, and I have for quite some time for my journey. And what I've been trying to do is keep as close to normal lifestyle as I possibly can, knowing that, again, I said this from the beginning, everyone's journey is their own, and people take their journey their own path, and somehow everyone kind of gets to the same place most of the time. My journey for me has always been about sustaining a diet that I can have, or, an eating lifestyle that I can have for the rest of my life. So what I mean by that is, since I've come into this journey, I've tried to eat things similar to my family, of course, adjusting some items that I will not allow myself to have, or maybe fattier meats or pastas and things of that nature, groceries. Of course, I haven't gone there, but I pretty much eat a lot of the same dinners as my family eats, minus some items on their plate. So I've kept a pretty normal lifestyle. I have not stuck to a certain diet. I do not eat the same things week after week. There are some things that I eat the same via Quest bars or tuna or things of that nature. But on a whole, if you looked at my MyFitnessPal, my dinners are pretty much different all the time. What I eat is different. I've tried to change my eating lifestyle, but not one that I won't be able to sustain. So with that, I've done shakes here and there, and I'll be honest, I'm a cheap bastard because I have a lot of protein powder. But at this point, my nutritionist had told me I shouldn't be drinking shakes at all. There's really no need to drink them at this point. I should be able to get the protein I need from foods. So shakes shouldn't be a thing, but the cheapie in me, I still have a lot of protein powder. Good protein powder that I'm just trying to use up. So you will see on MyFitnessPal here and there a shake for the mere fact of just using it, you know. But I'm trying not to use shakes at all. So what I mean is, like, the other day I went to go visit my mother and see how she was doing. And I always, you know, my husband always picks up like a bakery item. And I have not had cake or anything. I really just don't. I was never a big sweet eater anyway. So for me not to have desserts, not the biggest occasion. But my mom has had, for the past year, she has cancer. She's been having chemo treatments. It's been 1 full year now. So I brought her a cake, this lemon bundt cake, and she's like, here, you know, like, we went over, she's like, here, have a little piece. And I thought to myself, you know what? It's the moment. You know, it's sharing an experience. And quite honestly, I thought to myself, there may be a time, sorry, my work phone, not getting it, too early. But there may be a time, like, I'm sharing an experience, a conversation, and a piece of cake with my mother. And who knows how long we have to do something like that. So I told her, make me the smallest slither. And she did. She cut me a little slither off. And now, mind you, it was really my first time having cake. And I ate it. And you know what's funny? I enjoyed it. I didn't need a big honking piece. It didn't make me want more. I tasted it. It was delicious. And I ate it, you know. I put it into MyFitnessPal. But there are things that are going to come up and life is going to happen. And, you know, I was going to sit and beat myself up about it. The other day, my kids, you know, we have Pizza Friday here all the time. You know, everyone still eats pizza and wings and stuff, and they should because they have control of it, so why not, right? But I, for the first time, because pizza really never would sit right, bread, but so anyway, just to go back, I have toasted up bread lately, like bread thin, the Arnold Thins, or there's this Petridge Farm protein bread. It's really thin. I was able to toast that up and eat it with no problems at 8 months. Before I would have problems. I could eat half a slice of bread and I would be like, and I couldn't eat anymore. But I am able to do it. So items that maybe you couldn't months ago could possibly now. So just try them. That was like the only, and it wasn't even an aversion. It was just that I couldn't handle a bread or a rice or a pasta type of thing. I can tell you at some of my dinners, I will take a tablespoon or two of rice. I have taken a tablespoon or two of pasta. That's the most I could kind of do with my meal. But I was able to eat that bread. And the other day my kids got pizza, and it was like a thin crust pizza, and I had a couple bites off of it because I was craving like a pizza. And I had a couple bites. I had my own chicken, but I had a couple bites and I was able to eat it, and it tasted good and I enjoyed it. You all know I still eat my goldfish every day, practically. I allow that. It's something that I like, and that's, that is what it is. Popcorn, I've been doing that. I bought a air popper like a week ago. thinking that I would be better, because air pop is so much better, like old school. But then when I made a bowl, my kids were like, Mommy, can you melt some butter for the top of it? And I tried that. I can't believe it's butter spray on mine, and that sucked. It tasted like fake ass shit. I threw it out. It was horrible. But I did, sprinkle on the top a little bit of melted butter. I'm not saying I would do that every day, but there has to be times that you can enjoy life. And the whole idea of the surgery was to maintain a healthy eating lifestyle. It didn't mean that I needed to cut everything out of my life for the rest of my life. I'm trying to cope with the amounts and things that I eat. And sometimes better than others, I've had times around my period that I still become like a Pac-Man mentality. And even if it's not bad stuff, but like eating my dinner and then going for some celery sticks or carrots or apples. And the point being, it's the action. And I always try to tell myself, when in the moment that it's happening, and even though it's not junk stuff that I'm eating, I try to really consciously think to myself, why are you eating this? Like, do you really need it? You're not hungry. And I try to ask myself those questions. Sometimes myself is like, I'm eating this. And so be it, but the idea is just getting that old lifestyle under control. That has been the biggest thing for me. And being able to maintain a somewhat quote unquote normal lifestyle. And I think that that's what it's about, because I think for me, that if I was to not allow myself to have things to eat or enjoy, I think for myself that it would be setting myself up to fail somewhere down the line, because somewhere I'm going to go crazy and then maybe get out of control, where if I allow myself to do it, now it's like you can. And like TJ had mentioned in one of his videos, it's a choice. I'm choosing to do it. It's not cheating when you choose to do it. Like, I am choosing to do this. I'm willfully wanting to do this. I'm allowing it. I want it. There's no cheating about it. I'm making that decision. So I think I felt pretty good with how I've been. I really do. An NSV that I had this week was that I was able to fit into a size 12 jeans. So that was exciting, because my 14s were getting loose, and I could say I buy a new pair. I'm really not trying to buy clothes. I am at the end of my rope in clothes, because as I said before, from when I was thinner and got heavier, I had saved a lot of clothes. But it seems like anything that was from like size 7 to 12 is missing. Like, I must have been hopeless at that point and got rid of all those clothes at one point, because my smallest sizes are around now what I have in shirts and jeans, where 14s were the smallest pant size. I know I was smaller than that. I think I have two 12s. That are like khaki pants, but I must have at one point was like, this is never going to happen, and I got rid of them. But I have enough clothes to get me through to the summer. When the summer comes, I am probably going to have to buy a whole new wardrobe. Funny enough, I do have some clothes that I know I fit in heavier. They just look loose on me now, but they don't look horrible. They must have been skin-ass tight, I could tell you that, but they don't look horrible. And I'm wondering if there's some summer, like, t-shirts and stuff that may look big, but for around the house, not the biggest deal. But I have not bought any new clothes whatsoever. And, like I said, I'm coming, I have some sweatshirts that are big, but I'm just home all day. So, lucky for me, I'm in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and I don't go anywhere during the week. There's nowhere professional I have to go to be dressed up, so it doesn't matter. Like I said, I have a couple nice fitting pants for if I have to go somewhere, and tops. But definitely this summer I'm going to have to buy a whole new wardrobe, that is for sure. And then next winter, a whole new wardrobe. That is for sure as well. So I have a lot of buying to do, but I am not going to change because, like I said, I think it was just 2 months ago I bought a pair of pants, a pair of jeans that were a size 14, and already they're big. And I've been trying to bust them out, but now they're basically falling off my belly, and you can see my ass crack and stuff. So 12s fit like perfect. So yeah, because I started thinking to myself, am I going to get to a 10? Can I get there? And you know, when you're through the process, you're thinking that is just like a, you know, I don't know if that could happen. I don't know. So I'm there. I'm at a 12. Next size 10. So I'm thinking to myself that that's probably where my body's going to fall. I think. I won't stop trying to do what I'm doing, but I could feel the pounds getting less. I can see, I think this month, the month of February, I think I figured it out. I might have lost 5 pounds for the month of February. I need to lose 5 a month to get to my ultimate. March 5, April 10, May 15. Yeah, I need to lose at least 5 pounds a month to get to my ultimate goal for July 1st. So, right? I'm trying to think where I'm at right now. Yeah. I need to lose another 20 pounds, 200 pounds lost, and then I will be at my goal. So we'll see. But I think a size 10 is where I'm going to end up falling. I have this feeling, of course, of all items on my body, my belly is still round. It was too before I got heavy. Once I had my kids, I had said it in one of my videos, my muscles have separated. So starting here, I have this lump out, and then my belly goes flat. But right about here, there's this push out lump because those spread. So my insides. So I have like a little pot belly. I look like I am probably like 2 months pregnant. And this is what happened last time. And you could see my spine curves in. You could see the hourglass figure. Then you turn aside and you have, boop, little round belly. Stupid. And it's not going to go flat. Like, even if I lose another 20 pounds, that bump is going to be there because that's what happened last time. And I mean, obviously it doesn't look as pronounced, but it is funny. It is really funny looking. And in certain shirts, if I wear a tight, snug fit shirt, so instead of, you don't see the round like rolls, it's like boop, round belly, little beer gut. So stupid. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see when I get there. That does bother me. Should I finally get the muscle repair? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think about doing something like that until I was, you know, possibly 2 years out, maybe. But listen, I rambled enough. Those are just some thoughts for this week. I wish everyone a good week, and I'll see you next week. Have a good week.